So the security is always going to be an issue. It's still not very easy to use. Even people who are versed in crypto sometimes still make mistakes and mess things up. It's not as easy as it would seem. So we definitely need more user-friendly applications. But we are starting to see things like Trust Wallet has incorporated a scan technology, so that if you are a sender and you are going to send to a scam, a site that's already, or an address, excuse me, that's already been identified, they will like pop up a warning notification and say, hey, look, this address has already been flagged as part of a scam. So it like lets you know, and you know that's actually a really big step, because one of the big problems that I see when I work with individuals and victims is that on the fraud side, this is not just a crypto problem. This is a human problem, right? It's for instance, people get distracted, right? They're like, oh my God, my wife was having a baby, so I went on and I did this thing, and then my wallet got drained, right? You can't fix people when they're in that, like, then they have tunnel vision, or when they're distracted, right? Can't fix stupid, right? You can't. So you have to do some things that are preventative. So one of the things is that, so I've actually started a nonprofit to help victims of crypto fraud, because you see so many people who they're missing is they don't have the funds now to pay for someone like us to do the actual investigation, to hand it over to law enforcement to be able to take action. The second thing is they think if they get the money back, all their problems go away, right? But if you're married and you took shared funds out of the bank account and lost them, the trust has already been broken. So then things like divorces happen, or your adult children stop talking to their parents. And then it's this negative spiral that just keeps going down and down and down, to some people end up committing suicide. So the second aspect of the nonprofit is access to low or no cost mental health, right? So that people can actually process being a victim and then get through the trauma that they've been experiencing. Now, this has been a long spiel, but is preventative education, because like I said, the first scam is not the last scam. Once you're scammed once, you get on a scam list and they target you just like they would for marketing, right? And they know that more times than not, they'll be able to convince someone who's been scammed once into something else. So you gotta help people recognize what the signals are for when they're attempting to be scammed, so they don't fall victim again. So, and that nonprofit's called the Crypto Recovery Alliance.